Here is a video that I am going to do to set up to log into the Algebra book. I did a video earlier to have the pre-algebra sign up, but here is one. I am signing in as a student, a test one. I don't want to sign in to show you all what I see. It's important that you are going to see what you're going to see. So when I sign in, this is what I see. I see the resource tab, the assignment tab, and the reports tab. I don't think that the reports tab is going to be really important to you all, but we'll see. So let's go back to the resource tab. So the student dynamic ebook, this is where we will probably be doing a lot of our work to look. Here is the Algebra 1 book. And when you click on that, let's navigate through that. So we can go up once it is done loaded. You can look at the contents. The algebra class is currently in the chapter 7 book. I have people in other sections. We can go to a specific page. We can go through, we can go back over to the contents, and we can go down to chapter 7, click on the plus, and go down to factoring, which is where we are currently at with the factoring. So we can go over and look at some of the things that we want to in here. So if we look at some of the highlighted portions, we can do notes over here. We can highlight, we can do settings, we can look for help, we can enlarge things, look for specific things. Here's our zoom. Here's the various different things that they're talking about factors. I've already done a lesson on this and submitted it. So 7.5, you already have your lessons and whatnot. So let's go back. And I'm going to click back to the resources. So we have apps. You can go and find your dynamic ebook. So if you want to download it for Android, Apple, or the web, there you have that. If we go, there's a game closet. I'm going to be honest, I haven't looked at that. The graphic organizer, the interactive tool, the map tool paper. But here's our download the ebook. So if you wanted to look at the ebook, we could go through and look at it that way. I don't think that you need to actually download this book, but if you wanted to, you could. I think most everything that we're going to do is through the dynamic ebook through there, which pulls you up to another tab, but we're going to go back. You will end up having assignments here. I have not put any assignments in there, but you can just go to that tab right there, the start date, the end date, ascending date, everything will be in there. I do know from experience where we've done this before a few times that sometimes when you put in an answer, I know that it's correct, the program marks it wrong, but I can go in and I can correct it, and I will do that for you. We do have the skills review handbook. So these are different topics. They do not seem to match necessarily because topic 7 is the coordinate plane and linear equations. That has nothing to do with our chapter 7. That's not what we're looking at. So this is a good area if there's things that you want to go back and look at things, but this is not necessarily anything that's going to be functional with the exact chapter. Let's go back to the library. Let's go back to our book. Give it a moment to download. You need to let me know also if you end up having anything where it is not, where it just doesn't download for you. So down at the bottom part, you can jump from pages to pages. You should have your book at home as well. So that should help. Hopefully you did come and pick that up. The lower level classes have different spots that they can go and actually click on.
Factor x squared plus 4x minus 21.
So we can see that there's certain examples. So let me increase this right here. So one of the things that we want you to see is that example 2, there is a tutorial. I guess when I increase it too much, it doesn't give us that opportunity to look at that. When it's smaller, we have the examples that if you want to walk through the process.
X squared minus 12x plus 27. Notice that x squared minus 12x plus 27 is of the form x squared plus bx plus c, where b is negative 12 and c is 27. Because x squared minus 12x plus 27 is of the form x squared plus bx plus c, it factors as the quantity x plus p times the quantity x plus q, when p plus q equals b and p times q equals c. Because c is positive, the factors p and q must have the same sign so that pq is positive. Because b is negative, p and q must each be negative so that p plus q.
So there's your video, and that is precisely why I like making the videos instead of you going through the P and the Q. It's, to me, even a little bit confusing. So I prefer my videos. You are welcome to click on the tutorials. They're here, they're here, and they're here. They're marked. If you would like to, even in the monitoring your progress, you can go through. Let's click on one there. See what that one says.
Factor the polynomial w squared minus 4w plus 3. Notice that the polynomial is of the form w squared plus bw plus c, where b equals negative 4 and c equals 3.
Let's see if we can just zap through all of that nonsense, basically, and just see the answer at the end. I think that the P and the Q are a bit confusing. I think if we just look at the true factors of it, then that's going to be what makes sense. Again, I have said I think that my videos are going to be easier to understand, but you are certainly welcome to go through those videos for each thing. So let's go back and refresh. So the student dynamic ebook is where you're going to get a lot of your things. The skill resources is not matched to your actual chapters. If you really want to load it on an app on your phone or whatever, you can. There's real life STEM videos if you really want to. I don't think that there's many people that want to watch through that. You can download the ebook again if you want to, but I think just going online here, and our assignments are going to be here. For various different things, each student in each class, we're going to do different levels. So quizzes, tests, various things, they're going to be in here. And know that I'm going to grade a little bit different, like I always do for these. But our big spot is going to be your resources and your assignments. You can keep track of your report afterwards, but not everything that you see there is going to be exactly what you're going to be looking for. So this is the algebra book, and I am pretty positive that the Algebra 2 book would work the same way if I have anyone working in that one.